I do think your podcast is doing something special because these are the questions that you don't ask. There's so many nuances to it. It's like
you're talking about visibility, and it's a real thing. Like, there are some athletes who are better than some of these ranked players, but they don't have enough visibility. They don't market themselves.
I don't know why I missed an opportunity in high school. That was really good.
You was like that?
So funny, bro. Like, both of them just laughing. Yeah, bro, it's nice. Whatever path you're going after, there's a bunch of different ways to get a bag in it. Who's in your Rolodex? Who
Right.
you connected with? Don't just tell me you want to get me. What's the name of the person that you type?
Yep. I talked about social media. That is the #1 way to be marketable.
But if you can even come from a different angle, like being in the community, like, hey, Ash, I'm about to go to this joint.
Yep.
You know anybody over there? Yeah, it's my dog. She okay, cool. That's super valuable.
Yeah, I think that athletes should have mentors. They should be put in an environment, like you said, you just didn't know. Yep.
I wish they had this when I was around. I would be in the NBA. Right? What is so funny? I'd be in the NBA right now if I just had the connections.
A lot of the parents, they getting ready to go on visits. They're asking me, what questions should I ask? Like, how should I react if this coach does this?
The women's basketball as a whole is just now on the incline. You know what I mean? I do believe it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger.
Welcome to It's Just Different podcast, where we bring on people who have been where you're trying to go and or have helped countless athletes get there. Y'all, it's a celebration today. This is the 2-year anniversary, and I'm not interviewing today. I'm getting interviewed. Who better to interview me than my mentor, my coach, the podcast king, Mr. David Shands.
Who better?
What is going on?
Who better to do this interview than me?
Like, this is low-key crazy.
Yeah, this is fire. I'm excited. Especially because I've been able to see your journey and your process and going through frustration, then wins, then frustration, then wins, then frustration.
And crying.
Oh, for sure. Welcome to life. That's how it works. But I'm proud of you.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
So I guess we do bring on amazing guests for this show. So who a better guest than the host of the show? So we are going to get to know who you are. So welcome to your show.
Yeah.
Welcome to your show.
It's here.
No, what you gotta like, as if you're a guest. Like you're like, yo, welcome to the show. I'd be like, oh, well, I'm happy to be here. Thank you. So
Well, I'm happy to be here.
good. All right, so let's just start with the foundation of why this show exists.
Yeah, so former UT basketball player. I've been playing basketball forever.
Was
like
nice?
That's, of course. Somebody said, let me look in the camera. I don't know who said it, but if y'all follow me on Instagram, y'all know somebody said I was the best shooter in Texas. I don't know who said it though.
Wow.
The people say it.
Sheesh.
No, but I've been playing basketball forever. I come from a basketball family. My older brother played at Texas Tech. My younger brother played at Prairie View. My daddy played basketball in college as well. So basketball has just always been in the genes. And once I finished, I went through a lot of injuries, from ACL to microfracture to bad case of scoliosis. I've just been through a lot of different injuries, right? I knew that I didn't want to play in the league. Like, my goal was to use basketball to get a free education and become a coach, right? So
You did not want to get in the
I did
league?
not. So I'm going to be honest. I love money. Like, I love money. And at that time,
dime million.
they're not getting paid.
Oh my gosh, you might as well be the manager at Chick-fil-A.
They're not getting paid anything. So I was like, I mean, I've been an entrepreneur since 3rd grade. Like, I know how to make money.
Yeah.
So literally in high school, I was at Duncanville High School, and I'm like, I can be an entrepreneur and help more people and make more money than go to the league. Now, obviously, if somebody would have called me, I'm not going to say I'm not going.
Yeah.
But that just wasn't like my goal. I really wanted to pay my family back. Like, AAU is expensive, all the training, all the camps. I was like, you know what? I'm going to use basketball to get a free education.
Yeah.
And that's what I did. So fast forward, after that, I played at University of Texas. I went to be a coach, and I started an AAU program. When I tell you, that probably was the hardest thing, letting go of my teams. I think we had a few of those conversations.
When
but
you say letting go of your teams, what do you mean?
yeah, I kind of jumped ahead, but I had an AAU program. I built that from ground up. Most people will get like teams and they'll start with like an older team or young. I started with one group that was 4th, 5th, 6th grade on one team. Yeah. And I didn't want to get anybody older. Like that 6th grade team was going to be my first graduating class.
Gotcha.
And it happened. That was first graduating class. So it was like pride in that. Like I built that up. And I guess.
Hold on real quick. I want to back up a little bit.
Yeah.
So you got your free education.
Yep.
The AAU team, did you start that while you were playing or after you were done?
After. So I was coaching.
After?
Yeah. So I was coaching other programs while I was playing.
Okay.
And then once I finished, I was a head varsity coach at age 23, which is crazy.
Wow.
And then that's kind of after that is when I was there for 2 years. So 25. Yeah, 25. At age 25, that's when I started the AAU program.
So why did you give up the position as the head coach?
Because entrepreneurship. Like I was, well, you want me to be real honest?
No, I want you to lie to me.
I want, like, the school, I think that if I was at a different school, I probably would still be a coach. The school that I was at was racist. Honestly, it was a lot. It was a lot. I was at a high school. I was young. Like I was 23. Head varsity coach at 23. I don't think administration really liked that. So it was just a lot of things. Like they would tell me I can't do something when all the other coaches are doing it. Yeah. The school was new. They had never been to playoffs.
Think that was a black and white thing or a man-woman thing?
Black and white.
Think so?
Yeah. It was.
But I mean,
it
think
was
about
bad.
this though. Especially at that time, you were head coach varsity women's.
Yeah.
Right?
And maybe racist is a strong word. I still think it was a little bit of that. Yeah. But I think it was maybe like jealousy. So maybe not racist.
Or they just they weren't putting a lot of attention on that program because you think, especially at that time, you think women's basketball, they're not in women yet, girls basketball. Mm-hmm. I mean, this is something for equality at this point.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, there's not like a lot of fans going, so maybe there was a little resistant because they just didn't, you know what I mean? There wasn't like high hopes. This isn't adding huge value or numbers or ticket sales to the school.
Nah, Dave.
You don't think
them folks was mad that I was the coach.
Okay.
Like it was bad. It really was. Mm. And I stayed there after year one. The job was easy. So at that time I was a realtor. Yeah. I don't think I had vending machines at that time, but I was a realtor. I was coaching. So I was doing a bunch of things and I was able to do that at my job because the class that I taught was like study hall.
Gotcha.
So it's super easy. And then, when you just get the relationship with kids, like I said, the school that I was at, them girls I was dealing with athletes who was like, I remember this story. This one of my players was like, Coach, I can't make practice because I got to go feed my cow. And I'm like,
what? Where was you at again?
I was in I don't want to say the school name, but I was kind of like
look it up and find out where you was at.
They won't know. Well, I guess they will know.
100%. What state was it?
I'm in Texas. It was in Austin.
Austin.
Yeah, it was.
Gotta feed my cow.
It was the craziest, but that was like the type of area. A lot of them didn't care about basketball. A lot of them didn't have a lot of family support. So I also gravitated to the kids. We went to playoffs my first year. Where you thought would be a big celebration, even administration pushed back on that. It was a lot. Yeah. So after year two, I was like, you know what? Shout out to Corey, if you're listening to this. It was actually Corey Hegwood. He called me Ash Mama. That was my name at AAU. And he was like, Ash Mama, you should start a league. And I was like, a league? I ain't know nothing about leagues. I didn't have teams at that time. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. Long story short, I ended up doing it. First year I had 40.
Left the job, start the league.
Left the job.
Was you making money in between that transition?
Yeah, I mean, the good thing is I had saved up a ton of money. So I had the job, but I was also coaching. I was training. I was a realtor.
Gotcha. Okay, so you was a hustler.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Then you're building the AAU team on the side.
I didn't have the teams yet, so I was just training.
Yeah.
So when he told me about the league, that's when I was like, you know what? I'm training all these kids. Let me just start a team. So I started the team.
One team.
One team.
That's going to go into other leagues.
Yep. So it'll be an AAU team. We'll play in other tournaments.
Gotcha.
I put them in my league.
Got it.
So I ran a league in Austin. Again, had no teams, didn't know anything. And I got it to 42 teams. I thought I was on top of the world. So
was you making money?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
What are the economics behind that?
As far as?
All right, so you have a team, and I guess the kids pay to be on the team.
Yeah, but teams don't make no money. It's not the teams that's gonna make money. It's training, it's camps, it's leagues, it's tournaments. The teams is almost like you use teams as when you're talking about money, making money in it, as like leverage, meaning like you going to somebody else's tournament, now they sending you a bunch of teams to come to your tournament, or like the actual team itself don't make money.
But the league, if you have a bunch of teams, and the reason I'm asking these questions because I know there's some parents that are watching this, and I'm just a believer that whatever path you're going after, there's a bunch of different ways to get a bag in it.
For sure.
So a parent is like, yo, my daughter is good at playing basketball, but I don't know how to get into what you can help with, get into that next level. But some parent might see that their kid is popular and and can get a bunch of buy-in and say, yo, you know what? We in the game.
Yeah.
Let me start a little league in my city.
Yeah.
Or something like that. So that's why I'm asking the economics behind the league.
Yeah. So
right?
the league and the teams are two separate things. When we talk about a team, the actual money, as far as like bringing in revenue and things like that, like I said, it's not going to come from the team, but the things you do. So it could come from like sponsorship. So like a lot of big names players will start a team, but they got a bunch of sponsors. Right. Some of them will make the team free where the parents don't have to pay anything, but they got money on the back end from sponsorships. So there's other ways that you can make money, but like, and that's actually a thing. A lot of parents think these AAU directors, these AAU coaches are getting rich. And I like, it just don't work that way.
Right.
It don't work that way.
So when we have this, as we starting this league, you're saying the league is structured, X amount of teams, they play each other. There's a championship. Do you have to get a specific home gym?
Yeah. So you got to get a gym. You got to get referees. So.
And to be in the league, does every team pay you, the league owner?
Yes. So that's where you make, I mean, my second year running leagues, I ran September to October, 6 weeks. And then I ran December, January, 6 weeks. And I profited 6 figures.
Really? Profited?
Profited.
Bro, let's start a league, bro. Yeah, what are we doing right now?
It was,
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Congratulations on taking the first step. But you need a little bit more. You need a community, the different community. Inside of this community, we got monthly calls, monthly Q&As. I'm bringing in college coaches. I'm bringing in really whoever y'all want to get your questions answered. Not only that, it's a community for parents. You get to engage with each other. You get to communicate with each other, ask questions, and go along this journey together, not alone. Y'all, the community is free for 7 days. Click the link in the description, and I'll see you on the inside.
So how long did you run that league?
So I've kind of pivoted now. I technically still have the league. Now I've pivoted from so the league was every 2 weeks you play 2 games. Now I just do tournaments. So right now I'm actually in the brink of it. I have four tournaments. So it's kind of the same thing. It's just shifted just because now the league dynamic is a little bit different.
Yeah.
I did it when it was right.
Yeah, I don't think people understand that about entrepreneurship. It's like you have to continue to pivot. Like
Absolutely.
The thing that you're doing typically isn't going to last forever, right? There's different things that have to be done. You know what I mean? So when people say, yo, I had this league, perfect example is Atlanta clubs.
Yeah.
The lifespan of an Atlanta club is 2 years. That's like max.
Yeah.
They'll keep the building, change the name, new promoter, sometimes the same promoter. Oh, I'm opening this brand new club. Because you got to keep switching. So I like how you're moving with it, like team, league, run that joint, turn it into a tournament because it's faster money like that.
Yep,
okay,
absolutely,
gotcha.
Absolutely. So at this time, I got the teams, I got my teams, I got the league. And then going back to your original question about why the pod, I guess this is year 2. Yeah, because it's 2-year anniversary. So 2 years. I was, like I said, with AAU, it's a lot. I'm going to be honest. It's a lot. It's just a lot of negativity. It's a lot of stress. It's a lot of chaos. And it's also a lot of good things. But for me, I felt like I was at a like crossword of like, when I would talk to a lot of parents, I'm watching them get taken advantage of because I know I'm listening to these college coaches. I got the resources. I know what it takes. And I saw so many parents just did not know. And
when you say see a parent get taken advantage of, give me an example.
Oh, I mean, you got AAU directors promising them things that just won't happen.
Give me an example.
I'm going to get your kid a D1 scholarship. I'm going to get your kid a D1 offer, and the kid is not even a D1 caliber type of player, which is why in a lot of the stuff that I talk about D-free. Like I talk about if you want to go play, like where's D-free? Is it D1, D2, JUCO, like D3 and getting some academic money? Like a lot of parents think D1, D1, D1 because that's what they hear and that's what they see on TV, right? So AAU directors know that, AAU coaches know that. So I'm going to tell you, if you got a daughter, I'm going to tell you what you want to hear, especially if I know you don't know.
Why would I tell you what you want to hear? What's the benefit of me, an AAU director, telling Kay, hey, Kay, your child, going to be a star. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to get you a D1 scholarship. What's the benefit of me telling Kay that?
So, and that was kind of like real broad, but the benefit of telling a parent what they want to hear, obviously, is to get them. So when you, let's just say we got a high level kid, right? Meaning they might be a D1 caliber kid, and it's like, you know, I'm going to get Texas on you, right? Yeah. So now we talking a high level of D1. And again, that kid might not be a Texas kid, which is okay, but AAU director is going to say, hey, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get this person on the phone. I'm going to tell them that they need to give you this amount of money, like over promising a lot of different things. Or not even going from that aspect. There's a lot of directors who want to get kids on teams. So you're gonna tell a parent, hey, they can come join this team, and knowing they're not going to play. So now a lot of these parents are wasting $1,800, $2,500, some programs $3,000 to sit the bench because they didn't ask the right questions. They didn't go to practices. They didn't know what to ask. So like for me, when I would get all these stories of these parents like choosing the wrong team, like I said, going to tournaments, March through July is heavy season, right? And if I find a lot of parents, they're going to go to the Kentuckys, they're going to go to Chicago, they're going to go to a lot of these tournaments and spend $5,000, $6,000 when you're talking about travel and all of that in a few months when they didn't even have to, right? You'll have a lot of parents, you'll have a lot of programs that have like, let's say 3 teams. That's 17s, their oldest team. And the parent might be on the third team and thinking she's going to get the same thing as what everybody's getting on the first team. You're going to play the same amount of caliber of teams that the first team will play. And that's just not the case.
All right. So remind me about the 3 teams because I'm confused on that. Well, explain that one first, and I'll go back to my
yeah, so let's say we got Ashley Roberts Elite Black, Ashley Roberts Elite Red, and Ashley Roberts Elite White. Black is top, red is the second team, white is the third team.
Got it.
If I put them in tournaments, the third team is not going to play the same caliber of teams as the first team.
Oh, so sometimes the coach will have multiple teams and play multiple teams.
Yeah, so you'll have, like some programs will have 3 or 4 teams per division. You know, so a lot of parents will see that as like, oh, they got a lot of teams, they helping a lot of kids. Or you'll have a program that puts a lot of kids in schools. But if you just looking at it as a lot of programs are putting a lot of kids in schools, from the Texas to the Baylor's to the Texas Tech to whatever, and your kid is at a different level, that doesn't necessarily help your kid.
I got you. Okay, I got you. So here's where I'm stuck though.
Okay.
I'm trying to understand the incentive of a coach trying to convince Kay to have her subpar child on my team.
More kids. So as I said earlier,
is there a financial benefit?
When we talk about putting teams in tournaments, when we talk about some people, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all parents, and I do want to, because y'all be saying that I just be talking about the bad stuff at AAU, and it's not necessarily the case, right? I definitely want to help parents, so I need to tell them the things that nobody else is gonna tell them, right? Sure. But when we talk about the 3 teams I told you about, right? A lot of times, the second and the third team pays for the first team. Come
on, we're getting somewhere now.
So
okay, we talking. I'm understanding it. Yep.
So that's why it's like the more teams, the better. The more teams now, David Shands' daughter, who's really, really good, can probably play for free because Kay's daughter is technically, that fee that she pay, it's technically going to pay for David Shands' daughter.
I hate that your child trash, okay? Oh my gosh. I hate the fact that your child is trash in this example.
So
this is making sense because if I don't know that, I'm talking to this coach that is the coach of a really good team. I'm like, oh, we got accepted to the team.
Yep. Yeah.
But which one?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Wow.
That's the one. Because you'll see there's some great programs. And I always say, like, you have to figure out what team, what coach, because you might go to Ashley Roberts Elite that's sponsored by Nike and you get to get all, but you on the third team, you're not going to get all the gear that they get. And you like, it's different.
Dang,
which is why
get the sponsored gear. Unbelievable.
It's different, which is where the name of the podcast came from. Yeah. Like, I literally kept hearing, like, literally, Dave, like, and I had to make a decision because I had grew my program to 13 teams. Wow. 13 teams. And I was in a space, so when we talk about AAU, right, you have your sponsor. So you got like EYBL, you got Under Armour, you got Adidas, and then you have a top independent program, which is called Select 40, right? Those are like your sponsor. And then you just got independent teams. Okay. So I was an independent program, right? And at that time, it was easier for me because when you're independent program, the thing is to play all the top teams. Mm-hmm. So since I had relationships with all the directors, I mean, there was no tournament that I went to and I didn't know the director. They would put me against all the top teams.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that was the benefit that I had with my program. And I would tell my players, like, y'all just got to perform. We not EYBL, we not any of that, but we played them. I went to New Orleans, which is normally Battle of the Bayou. That's normally like one of the top tournaments in the country. And in my pool, I had 2 EYBL teams. I had Missouri Phenom EYBL, Essence EYBL. I had 3 EYBL teams out of the...
And EYBL is what?
The top of the highest of the highest.
Got it, okay.
Right? But I was able to have that opportunity because I knew the directors.
Got it.
And I finally, I told you earlier, I started with a 4th, 5th, 6th grade. You know, parents, they like to see immediate results. Yeah. So it was a little bit harder for me to get some of the top talent because some of the other programs will already get them. It's like, the thing would be she ain't put nobody in school because I had younger kids, so they had to move up to graduate, right?
Got it. Dang. So even, sometimes you can be on we had a really good team when I was in, we went to Morrow High School. And shouts out to Coach Jay. That was my guy. He taught me so much about life, and I applied some of that stuff to business too. Just incredible coach, right? But what I'm hearing you say is even if you're on a really good team that wins, if the coach isn't plugged in or have a network, bro, you're just on a winning team. You're still not going to go nowhere.
Absolutely. And again, that I would get a lot of parents who had good athletes that was on teams that nobody knew. And it's like, you're scoring 30 points, you're doing this, but nobody is seeing you. Nobody
coach has no relationships to get somebody to the game.
No relationships.
Change your life.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
So these are like, I do think your podcast is doing something special because these are the questions that you don't ask. There's so many nuances to it. It's like, all right, well, is my baby going to play? Yes, your baby going to play for sure. They're going to start. Okay, who's in your Rolodex? Who are you connected with? Don't just tell me you're going to get me. What's the name of the person that you typed?
Yep.
Let me see a text message where you went. Let me see a picture you went to their wedding.
Yes. Let me see something. Listen, Dave, when I had my team, we used to have our parent meetings, right? I would, no lie, I would go to my contacts. I would screenshot. Obviously, I wouldn't put the number, but I would screenshot and give it to my parents because I'll say, what coaches do you know? You're going to just spit out some coaches. I would literally screenshot that and give at the parent meeting, my parents had a list of the school. I would tell them, these are the personal contacts in my phone. And if I don't know a coach, I promise you, I probably know somebody who knows the coach. But I at least showed them.
Yeah.
So I tell the parents, like, ask the coach and have them show you. Don't let them just say, oh, I got Texas, I got Baylor, I got, like, they need to show you.
I need to see a text message. Show me the text thread.
I need to see some proof.
For sure.
Like,
wow.
Yeah.
Yo, this is actually incredible, man. And I never really thought, I know you have the podcast.
Yeah.
And I know it's a good idea, but until this conversation, I didn't understand how many doors these conversations unlock.
Absolutely.
There's a parent that is doing all that they can to get their child. And even if they feel like they're making the right moves, there's so much to go into that could really trip up your chances.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't know that, you're just going to spin your wheels and you're going to have a child that's just super talented but can't go anywhere because you don't know these small nuances.
Yep.
That's fine.
Or we can even take it a step further. They do go somewhere, but then they end up in a transfer portal because they went to the wrong school for the same reasons. They went to the wrong school because they didn't ask the right questions. And now they having to start this whole process over and over. And there are so many athletes that get in the transfer portal and stay in the transfer portal.
The transfer portal is what?
Where if I go to Texas, I don't like it, whatever reason, I can get in the transfer portal and go to another school. Mm-hmm. So I have a love-hate, not really hate, but I'm just in the middle of the transfer portal. I think it's good for a lot of athletes because at the end of the day, you might just go to the wrong school or the coach might not. The coach might have told you some stuff and it wasn't it. And you get another opportunity. Whereas before, if you wanted to transfer, you had to sit out. So
now, are you saying that certain schools have access to the transfer portal?
Oh, so in college, if an athlete goes to a school and don't like it or just whatever, they can transfer. Okay. They get in the transfer portal. So you have a list. Every year you got a list of thousands of athletes that's in this transfer portal that now they can go to another school. Mm-hmm. So now we can talk about this all day, but that is also what affects high school athletes because now coaches recruit the portal first because you're going to get an experienced athlete, somebody.
I see.
So they go to the transfer portal. And you get in that portal, like I said, from most of it is really from fit. You went to the wrong school at the end of the day, but it could be coach wasn't what you thought. Coach got fired.
So do you have more value if you like play a year at a school than just put yourself in the transfer portal? Like,
no, you get in the portal. Say that again. All right. You are about halfway through this episode. Hold on. Let me get a little closer. I need you to do me a favor. I need you to hit the subscribe button. And while you at it, hit the like button. I know I'm asking for a lot. Go ahead and share this with 2 other parents that need to hear this information. Because I'm here to help y'all, and I need y'all to help me so that I can get this information out to more people. Now back to the episode.
So it seems like the portal is like this holding area where I can go to a different school. I haven't selected what school I want to go to yet.
No.
But I'm here and I'm available.
The portal is, so you got to go to college first. Yep. So after you play year 1 or after you're a freshman, you can enter your name into the portal.
Got it.
You don't get to choose. I mean, unless you got a bunch of schools that come and they want you, then yeah. But it's not like I'm going to the portal and I'm going to go here, right? Mm-hmm. Unless you're a top of the top and you going to the portal and somebody to offer you more money, that's different. But when we're talking about our average going to the portal, you going to the portal and now you're getting re-recruited again. So now schools, so that's why I said it also directly affects high school athletes because it used to be a lot of colleges are recruiting high school athletes. Now you got some colleges that's only recruiting one out of the thousands of kids that's playing, right? Yeah. Because they go to the transfer portal first.
Got it. So what's the type of people that you interview on the podcast?
Yeah. College coaches, really anybody in the space. So it's a lot of college coaches, AAU directors, trainers, a lot of different, more so like coaches I feel like I got different parts of the podcast, but when we talk about like sit downs, the hour-long interviews, that's mainly who it is.
And what's the goal? What's the type of questions that you're going to ask, just in case somebody wants to go through your library of interviews? Like, what is your major objective when you're asking these questions?
Yeah, the major objective is for a parent to listen to this and know what questions to ask whether that's a college coach or your AAU program, to know what they're looking for. So every college coach I bring on, I ask them, what are they looking for in athletes, and we kind of like talk about it. This parent needs to know just the process, the behind the scenes of recruitment, right? A lot of parents think that we go to these AAU tournaments, these college coaches, they get there, they're going to just randomly watch their baby. So like, I make sure to ask these college coaches, like, how do you find the athletes? So the parents can know. So essentially, a parent listening to the podcast is really going to understand the behind the scenes. They're really going to understand the recruitment process deeper. And they're going to understand, like, I feel like one of the main issues is questions. You don't ask enough questions, or the right questions. Yeah. So they're going to know what questions to ask.
I don't know why I missed an opportunity in high school. That was really good.
You was like that?
So funny, bro. Like, both of them just laughing. Yeah, bro, I was nice. And what's crazy is I came up as a point guard.
Yeah.
From like school, high school, then I'm transferred to Atlanta, and they needed me playing power forward.
You went from point guard to power forward?
Yeah, because I was still tall, 6'2 3/4", still kind of tall, but I understood the game, period. So imagine a power forward that's still tall. I wasn't weak by any stretch of the imagination, and I could move. Yeah. So it really worked for me, and most rebounds on the team, all that kind of stuff. But no one even had these conversations with me about, I'm like, okay, I want to go to college, but nobody's saying, here's what you need to do if you want to get to the next level. I wish somebody would at least just have the conversation with me. And plus, I don't think we ever, like the team ever got sat down and said, hey, y'all, there's going to be some recruiters here. And maybe that's by design, because they want us to just play the game and not worry about none of that stuff. But I want this to change my life, not just hoop. You know what I mean? Yeah. So what advice do you have for even a player? Like, how do we start to develop that belief? Like, I can go somewhere. I never even had a conversation, but I was good. Yeah. I'm not one of those people that said I was good just
because I feel like, everybody be saying they was good.
Nice, yeah. But I was good.
Yeah.
I was good. Okay. But no, I just didn't have a conversation. I didn't know.
But I think that's with anything, like having a mentor. Like, I'm very big on having a mentor. Like, I think that athletes should have mentors. They should be put in an environment. Like you said, you just didn't know. If you're put in an environment around other athletes who want to go where you're trying to go, it helps, right? So I think, but to be honest, I think it's more so the parent than the athlete, right? Like, I think the parent has to have the education, have the resources to help the athlete, right? Like, I think it starts there, because there's a lot of parents that, at the end of the day, when we're talking high school, the parents are making all the decisions at the end of the day. So they got to be knowledgeable, which is also why I started a community, right? I have the different community, because I think it's one thing to have the podcast, to listen. But as I said earlier, where's the questions coming from? So like, even in the community, I bring on some of the same guests that I have on the podcast. I bring them inside the community. So now, if you're in the community, you get to ask, if it's Texas coach, obviously you can't ask them on camera, but you're typing in the chat and I get to ask the question. So you get to get direct questions answered inside the community.
Got it. In the community, what are the most common questions?
What we've been talking about. What team should I play on? What questions should I ask? Or is this the right team for my daughter? Like, those are the common. And then when we talk about because I also help the athletes when they go on visits, like, they're asking me same thing. Because I feel like when we talking AAU in college, it's really the same thing. So even when I'm talking to a lot of the parents, they getting ready to go on visits, they're asking me, what questions should I ask? Like, how should I react if this coach does this? Like, what should I look for when I'm going on these visits? Because at the end of the day, you're going on the visits, they're going to show you the glitz, the glams, you're going to take the photo shoot, you're going to do all of that. But we need to go underneath
Absolutely.
the photo shoot. So I think that's what's inside the community.
Yeah, give me the best example that you have of success in your community, or some sort of story where you saved a child or a parent from something.
Yeah, I got so many of them, but I'm gonna go success, and we still in the middle of it. One thing I always talk about, Dave, is the things that I'm doing, I never want to take the credit, right? Because the athletes got to go out there and perform. But I have to talk about my girl, Celeste Jackson. She is a freshman at Stony Point High School. Celeste is very talented, right? Celeste actually played in my program. When I had wow. Yeah, she played in my program. Fourth grade Celeste was not good. She was tall. And she did not want to play basketball. I remember her dad saying, we're going to give it one more year. Celeste is killing it right now. Her dad is in the community, and he played basketball. He really don't have to be in the community if he didn't want to, right? But it's the information.
Yeah, you need to know what's happening now.
Yeah, this is a freshman. Most freshmen, you'll have some freshmen get offers, but it's not a norm, right? Because as I told you, a lot of them focus on immediate. A lot of them focus on transfer portal. Celeste has an offer from Houston, which are, when we talk Power 4 schools, Houston, A&M, UTSA, no, not UTSA, Texas State. She has probably about 4 to 5 offers. And her dad, promise you, every time he would message me and say, hey, should I go to this camp? Literally, he's literally asking me this. Hey, what do you think about this camp? Hey, what does this camp look like? I'm big on going to camps in the summer, but going to the right camps, because all the colleges have camps. And it's a way that these college coaches make money. I'm sorry, coaches. Sorry.
Oh,
but
wow.
It's another way that they can make money. So they want everybody to come to the camp.
That's when the dreams start being sold.
They want everybody. And they're going to say, we were invited to this camp. You technically wasn't invited. It was a mass email that went out to everybody that was at the tournament.
Wow.
Right? So
I bet they frame it like we've been noticing you.
Yes.
Yeah, come on. We're really looking at you. Come to
Dave,
this camp.
I've gotten some
Here's
parents have sent me something and it's the wrong name. They got the wrong. I'm like, they don't even have your athlete name right. This is
gold.
So Curtis would ask me every camp she went to, except for one, which is a P4 school they've only offered one other kid. P4 is I always say the highest of high. So you have different levels. P4, it used to be P5. That's the highest level, right? And like I said, most P4 schools are not offering younger kids. Every single camp that she went to, except for one, and she got high interest from them, she got an offer from.
Wow.
Everyone, that's not normal. Yeah. And obviously, like I said, she did her thing. She produced. But that's success of the community, because he asked, and not only did he ask, relationships matter. Yeah. So you got hundreds of kids at a camp. They're not going to know who these kids are. Yeah. But what I would do is Curtis would say, hey, I'm going to this camp. I would turn around and text, say at camp and say, hey, Celeste Jackson is coming to this camp. Make sure you check her out and give me an evaluation of how you think she did, what you think she needs to work on after the camp. So not only did I make the connection, I also told them to give me an evaluation. So now they're expected to message me back.
Relationships.
That's success of the community.
That's fire. I mean, just being in the community, because one opportunity you have is with the school or the coach that you're with. Yeah. But if you can even come from a different angle, being in the community, hey, Ash, I'm about to go to this joint. You know anybody over there? Yeah, it's my dog. Okay, cool. That's super valuable.
Yep.
I wish they had this when I was around. I would be in the NBA. Right? What is so funny?
Because we laugh everything.
I'll be in the NBA right now if I just had the connections. Yeah. And here's how I know. So I did join the AAU team, which I had just a horrible attitude, and we'll talk about that. But the coach kicked me off the team. I don't even know what I was mad at. I don't know what I was mad at.
Not you getting kicked off the team.
I was just because one, he tried to tell me to cut my hair. Yeah. I'm like, bro, I'm not cutting my hair. And then I didn't even really keep it in braids because I couldn't really have no hang time. So it was kind of wild. He's like, yo, cut your hair. And he told me something valuable, and I want you to go into this. He said, and I remember it like it was, but I was a kid. I couldn't remember. I didn't listen. He's like, yo, I'm trying to market you. And I'm like, bro, I'm nice. What you mean? I'm putting up. numbers. He's like, yo, I'm trying to market you, bro. Let's talk about that.
Oh my God, that's a master class.
Yeah.
I just had a speaking engagement at an event. Shout out to Way to Ball. Ashley Frazier put on a dope event, a camp. She had a parent workshop, and I talked about that. I talked about social media. That is the number one way to be marketable. And a lot of athletes have blank, like they have what's like, you know how you take a picture and it's just dark. Mm-hmm. That's their profile picture.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nobody even, what is this? Right. What is this? Like being marketable is the game right now, right? Mm-hmm. Social media, I talk about content. Content is king. And I mean, I'm sure you know that,
yeah, for sure.
right? It helps. Like if you are marketable, it helps these college coaches look at you. At the end of the day, you have to find a way to differentiate yourself because especially if you're a guard, right? You talked about being a point guard earlier. Them guards, it's hard.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it's a lot of them, right? So I always talk to athletes and parents about making sure your social media is right. Mm-hmm. Making sure that you got a profile picture. Making sure that it's your first and last name, not underscore the Hooper 22. Right. Because a college coach, whenever I talk to a college coach about a player, the very first thing they say is, what's her social media? Because they want to go look at the social media. These college coaches, they don't have enough time. So they need to go to something, click on it, right? Your social media page should be public, right? They'll go to the page and it's private. They can't see nothing. They moving on, right? I know you talked about being marketable and I kind of went into social media.
But that's it. I mean, all that makes sense.
Yeah,
right?
Like when we talk about the social media aspect, again, name, profile, public page, having basketball stuff on the page. Right. Like I go to so many athletes' pages or their parents are telling me, because I do the same thing. If I don't know the athlete, I'm going to say, what's her social media? That's the only way I can get some information.
For sure.
And I'll go to the page and it's either one post or a bunch of posts. And I'm like, does she play basketball? Right. Or like, what are we doing? Like, we got to make sure that it's highlights on the page. Like, that's how you market your athlete. When I talk to parents, a lot of people say, oh, emails are dead. Like, you don't need to email a coach or you don't need to reach out. And my reach out game is strong. And I know it still works. I tell parents, reach out to the college coaches, right? But you have to have something for them to see. So when you're reaching out to them, always attach the social media page, always attach a highlight, not a full game, because you got to teach, like they got to be able to know if they want to watch a full game first, right? So I think that goes into marketability, like marketing your athlete.
Yeah, you ever thought about, like, let's say some of the people in your community, you ever thought about managing?
So not necessarily, so yes, but I'm actually, like, I'm in this season now of like really figuring out, because in the community, the community is, at this point, it's 27. I don't went from like 19 to 27. Yeah. It's $27 a month, Dave. And I do a lot in the community. So y'all better get in right now. But jeez. I am honestly like looking at this like, okay, like some of these things, like this is like managing an athlete. Like I have went into like what that's going to look like. So to answer your question, yes, because there are certain things that if I kind of like managed it a little bit more one-on-one with some of the athletes, it would just, I would be able to give them more time versus like now I have 80 something parents. Now some of them, you know, at the end of the day, don't take advantage to all the things that's in the community. But when you got like 80, so I think I'm at like 84, 85 members in the community.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And you know, it's like Dave is telling me about a coach and Kay is telling me about, it becomes a lot, right? But to answer that, yes, I am, like I have thought about like what that would look like. Actually kind of doing a little bit of management from still helping them with the process, not management from like NIL, and I want to kind of stay away from that side, but still like
be lit.
A lot of people tell me that.
Yeah, I mean,
a lot of people tell me that.
I think being in the community is the first step to be connected to you, and it how I'm approaching it. If my daughter was playing basketball, I'm joining your community. and I'm asking questions on the call, and I'm trying to build a relationship with you because I'm trying to paint a picture for you to say, yo, this is going to be the next Angel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, this is going to be the next Caitlin. You feel me? So that I can get you to say, you know what? I'm going to start using my plugs, resources. You feel me?
Yeah,
like
that's
a
true.
rapper almost.
Yeah.
Like, I'm managing this and I'm moving this person around the room. I think that'd be dope. And dang, bro. And the reason I look at you like that, because remember that AAU team I went to?
Yeah.
He was like, yo, I'm trying, you need to cut your hair. He was like trying to tell me to stop like being me and like I'm aggressive and all that. He said, bro, I'm trying to market you. Both his kids played professional.
Oh, wow.
Shouts out to Harry Douglas and Tony Douglas. Harry went to the Falcons. Tony, I think, went to the Knicks. Like, it was, he understood the game. So that's what I see you as. Like, if I could run it all back, and I think his name was Harry too. I think Harry, the one that was a league, a junior or something like that. I would run it all back, and I see that, and you like, yo, I just need to be connected to that person.
Yeah.
Because they know something.
Yeah.
And I used to cook Tony in practice too. Tony, listen, if he's watching it, I used to cook Tony one-on-one, but he understood the game. One, he was a really incredible shooter, but also he understood the marketing, but his dad taught him that. So now I think that's what you're showing people, like, yo, there's a way to move in this thing.
And you really speaking to something right now. When I talk about like athletes, like how you just said, you used to really cook them. It's a lot of athletes that are really good and probably better than some of the ranked kids that you see. But it's about, you made a post, and I actually used it about visibility. I don't remember exactly what you said, but you were talking about visibility, and it's a real thing. Like, there are some athletes who are better than some of these ranked players, but they don't have enough visibility. They don't market themselves. They just go by, I'm better than her. And it don't work. It don't work like that.
Who's the one kid? Here's what's crazy. I know he's nice, but only thing I know about him is I think he went to jail for a little bit. The basketball player.
Mikey?
Mikey.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy when I say, oh, the kid that went to jail?
And I know exactly.
Mikey.
Because I was over here like, I don't know who he finna say, but
But he's built a strong brand.
Yep.
And I think if a school is looking at that kid, they like, yo, I want him to come. Or even, I think there's a lot of people who have taken a person, even in the league professionally, who had a following.
Yep.
Because this is a business. If I can get this person on the team, we're going to sell jerseys.
Yep.
We're going to sell tickets. We're going to sell more popcorn. We're going to do all that. And I think that's alluding to what you're saying. Like, yo, become a name. Become a star.
Yep. Absolutely.
Dang, this is good, bro.
Absolutely.
This podcast is helping who? Like, who, like, if you could create an archetype for a person, a parent, what is the range of person that should be a part of your program and really subscribe to your channel right now?
Yeah. I mean, if I can go overall, I'm really going to say a parent of a girls basketball player. Like, that's really it. And then if I want to go a little bit deeper, I would just say a parent who did not play sports, or even if you did play sports, because it's different, but a parent who just needs the information. They need the resources. They need to know if they're making the right decision. That's what I get all the time. I just don't know if I'm making the right decision. That's why I feel like it's a parent of a girls basketball player, and it's not really niched, because even your McDonald's Americans or your top of the top players, they are top of the top, but they parents, and they got it worse, because you got money being thrown at you. You got all the schools telling you, like, it's worse when you get to that top of the top. So I really just think it's a parent of a girls basketball player.
I love it. 2 years in, how does it feel?
It feels great. It really feels great. It was, like I said, before I started the podcast, I was really trying to figure out if this is what I want to do, because I had built so much. We talked about the league. I was making a lot of money with the league. We talked about the teams. Teams don't make money, but I was making a lot of impact. And that was like a pride type of thing. That was something I built. That was a lot. So when I was like, you know what, I think I'm gonna start this podcast, I knew I was gonna have to let both of those go. Right? And that was tough. A lot of people would tell me, like, it's information, right? A lot of parents, that's gonna go in one ear and out the other. A lot of parents not gonna listen because they don't care. A lot of this, a lot of that. And I'm like, I want to talk to the parents who are gonna listen, right? I want to help the parents who need the help. And I didn't know, I honestly did not know, like, I still don't know fully like where I want to go with it. I feel like I got a better direction, but when I first started the pod, it was just like, I just want to interview people, right? And one thing has led to another, to another, to another. And it really feels good to see that other athletes are starting podcasts, from me interviewing them and literally them telling me like, I want to start a podcast because I see you at the gym doing it. I see you doing this, to hearing parents like the scholarships that I've helped these parents get of like their kid going to school, and they say, we didn't even know that this was possible. Right. So I think that that's just like seeing the movement of the podcast. It has happened now, I guess, now that we're here, but I've had my first live announcement on the pod, like, which is pretty dope. So it's been a good. I'm gonna actually show you this. I was going through my notes the other day, and I said, wow. So October 10th, 2023, that's when I think that's when I was releasing a podcast. I had in my things to do was a whole bunch of different stuff. Join the 7-Figure Podcast is on here. I got a list. I think in your course, you might have said to put your 13 guests or something like this. But I had a dream list. I didn't even know you like that at this time. Look at that dream list.
Val Ellis, Dawn Staley, you did that interview. Kim Mulkey.
Did that one.
You did that one?
Yeah, which technically, well, I'm going to let you finish.
Angel Reese. When's that one coming?
I don't know, Angel. Whenever you're ready, let me know.
Flau'jae.
Yep, Flau'jae, yep.
Flau'jae. Jada Williams. Inky Johnson, Inc. We see Eric Thomas, Inc. E.T. Come on. Show my girl some love.
What we doing?
David Shands. Look at that. I made the list. EYL with 2 exclamation points. I love that. Brother Jake Jacobs. That's my guy. He's a good dude. And Brother Ben X. Ben would do it.
Yeah. You know, he didn't. He went to DeSoto. We went to rival schools. So
I think Ben would do it. He's been just.
He would. And I showed you this to show like, one, actually, you're the first. So Kim Mulkey and Don Staley, I did, but not. I always say I got different segments of the podcast. Like I need to sit down with them. That was like a little interview. You are the first person, technically, off of my dream list.
I am honored. Thank you. Hey, there's somebody that's watching this now too, saying like, you're their dream podcast. Like, I want to be on the platform, or I want to have her on my platform. You're on somebody's list because you're dominating the space. And what I do love about it is it's perfect timing, I believe, for parents to start to learn this stuff, because the women's basketball as a whole is just now on the incline. You know what I mean? I do believe it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And I believe if you can get your child in now, understanding it now, even if it's 9th grade, I think in the next 4 years, it'll be so much bigger, so much more money in the space, right? Because it's taking a little while for sponsors to like understand, okay, whoa, there's more than 2 big players.
Right. Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's more, and especially when people get this information and start to brand themselves and market themselves. And I believe right now, if you start to, because no one's really doing it well outside of maybe like 3 or 4 people.
Right.
That start to brand themselves. Well, I want to see this person, not even I want to see this person's play. I want to see this person. This person is lit. So I think if somebody really gets a part of your community, understand this stuff now, they can blow past the people that's more talented than them because they don't have the information that you're giving right now.
Absolutely.
This is good.
Absolutely.
Man.
Just imagine if athletes started a YouTube channel in the 6th grade, in the 7th grade. Like
crazy. It's up.
I tell the parents, like, start a YouTube channel and just put the full games on there.
Yeah.
Just put the content on there.
Fire. Ash, thank you for allowing me to be a part of history. Okay. When you blow up, please don't get too big. You know what I'm saying? Like, remember your boy. You know what I'm saying? Remember, I'm the first. When you put this
first.
Up, I'm going to start running this as an ad when my brand really needs some help. Like, yo, you are the first. Yeah, so y'all, I'm out here But no, thank you so much. And I think we discussed a lot.
Yeah.
Is there anything we missed?
No, I think we talked a lot.
We didn't miss anything, right?
Mm-mm.
This is a good conversation.
I enjoyed this one.
Yeah. So I guess normally I would close it out, but I was going to tell everybody, let everybody know how to get in touch with you. But they're here, so they know that. But yeah, still tell everybody how to get in touch with you, how they can be a part of your community. Things
yes. Instagram _this is Ashley R. Podcast page. It's just different pod. I mean, at the end of the day, we talked about the podcast, but I drop so much free information straight from my page. Straight from my page. If you want to obviously subscribe to the channel, you got to do that. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you want to go a little deeper, you have to get in the different community. And it's free right now for 7 days. The link free, 7 days.
Dang.
And I keep trying to tell the people.
Depending on when they're watching this.
That's true.
You might click that link and it's not free anymore. But.
And I keep telling them that they better get in now because the price is going to go up. 100%. It has to go up.
It has to. There's nobody else doing it.
Yeah, really. It has to go up.
You're literally dominating a space. This is incredible.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate it. This was good.
Good. Well, I'll let you close it out for your people because I don't know how to close out your show.
First of all, I appreciate y'all for tuning in for the 2-year anniversary. Put some twos in the comments. Y'all put some twos in the comments. Put some fire emojis in the comments. Let me know what your takeaway was. What was your key takeaway? Again, shout out to David Shands. Y'all, this has been literally my mentor. When I started the podcast, I said that I'm going to interview him. I didn't interview him. He interviewed me. Or really, we just had a conversation.
It was a conversation.
We just had a conversation, honestly. But first of all, they need to know where to find you. They probably already know, but, they need to know where to find you.
This podcast, you feel me? Now, at D Shands on Instagram, Social Proof Podcast, Podcast Summit, all the stuff.
Again, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and share this out with 2 other parents who need this information. That is it. That is all. We will see y'all back next week. Thank you for staying to the very end. For that, I got a gift for you. You see, I'm always indifferent, and you can be indifferent too. It's just different. Apparel.com. Use code podcast to get 15% off. And if you did not like and subscribe, go ahead and do that.